Hi everyone, Anat Kessler here with a new video tutorial, and today I'm going to show you how to make a cards and box set. So you have all the measurements for all the pieces of paper that I'm going to use in the description under the video. There's a link there, just click on it and then get the cutting guide with all the measurements that you need. So I'm starting with two pieces of paper, and they're smaller piece and there's a larger piece. So I'm going to start with the smaller piece, and we're going to do some scoring. Like always, if you don't have a bone folder and a trimmer, just use a ruler and a pen that doesn't work. So we're going to score this at 2.5 vertically. This is going to be the lid. We're going to start with making the lid of the box first. And then we're going to score horizontally, starting at 1/2 inch. And then we're going to do it a little bit different. We're going to fold each of the score lines and then align the score line for the next scoring. So align that fold that we just did with 3 3/8 and then score. Align it with 3 3/8 and then score. And then we're going to fold this new score line and align it to make the next score line. So we're going to align this one. And at this part, you will have to open your piece, otherwise you're going to score the other part that is folded as well. So align the score line with 1.5. If you can't see the score line, just make a pencil mark, so to make sure that you score in the right place. And then finally align the score line with, this way I can see it better because it's darker, so I'm going to do it like this, and then align it again with 3 3/8 and then score. Okay, so now we have all our score lines for the lid of the box, and we're going to bring our scissors and do some cutting. We're going to start with the little score line on the right, and then we're going to cut from the bottom along the score lines, from the bottom to the horizontal score line, and remove that corner completely. And then I'm just going to diagonally cut that little tab that we made. And then we're going to go to the next vertical score line and cut from the edge to the horizontal score line, and then diagonally cut on both sides to create a tab. And we're going to do that along the other vertical score lines the same way. So we cut diagonally on each side of that score line, and then we'll have the tabs that we need to make the lid. So this is what we have at the end. Now in between the two smaller tabs, there is that larger tab, and we're going to cut that to reduce its size. Just remove about 1/2 inch or 3/4 inch. So this is the lid, and now we're going to apply glue to attach it. So these two smaller ones go under, and this is how it closes. Okay, so we're going to attach with glue. We're going to apply glue on the little tabs here and on the other one, and then attach the tab in between them like this. Then add glue on top of that tab as well, and on that little tab on the edge, and close the lid. This little tab goes on the inside. I'm going to show you how, like this. Now make sure everything is aligned, and then you have the lid ready. Okay. So next, we're going to make the box. We're going to make it exactly the same way, just a little bit different measurements for the scoring. So we're going to take the larger piece, and then we're going to start by vertically scoring it at 3.5. And then we're going to do some horizontal scoring exactly the same way we did before, by scoring and then aligning each of the score lines for the next score line. So we're going to start at 1/2 inch. I'm going to score that, and then align it to make the next score line. So we're going to align it with 3 1/4 and then score. Next, we're going to align the second score line that we did just now. Don't forget to open it and aligning it with, just making sure that I can see. This is darker, so it's easier to see. If you can't see the score lines, just make a pencil mark. So we're going to align this now with 1.5 inches and then score. And then finally, we're going to align the third score line that we just did with 3 1/4 and score again. And then we're going to cut exactly the same way we did with the box. Okay, so we're going to bring our scissors again, align that little score line, the little tab on the right, and then, or on the left if it's easier for you. Then we're going to cut away the corner, so we're cutting from the edge to the first horizontal score line, and then just cut the corners diagonally like this. And then we're going to cut along the score lines from the edge to the horizontal score line, and then diagonally cut from each side of the score line to make the tabs to fold the box. The reason that we cut diagonally is simply that everything will fold easier and it will be smooth, so the paper will not get stuck when we fold. Okay, so this is exactly like the first box that we did, the lid, and we're going to apply glue exactly the same way on the 2 tabs. Inserting it under the other tab, adding some glue, and then closing the box. So now our box is ready, basically. We just need to close it properly, align everything together, and make sure it's glued properly. And now we need to make sure that it closes properly. Okay, great. So now that the box is ready, we can go ahead and make the cards. So we're going to have 3 horizontal cards and 3 vertical cards. Again, you have all the measurements in the cutting guide. Just click the link under the video in the description and you get all the measurements. So we're going to to fold all our cards in half. These are the horizontal cards. And then we have another 3 that are vertical. So they open to the top, and the horizontal cards open to the side. You can of course change. You can make more than 6. You can make all of them horizontal or all of them vertical, any way that you want. So I'm just going to mix and match them, and then basically I'm going to embellish the front of the box a little bit, and the project will be ready. It can be a really great gift to someone, or just for you to keep cards whenever you need them. So it's really fun. Just add a little embellishment to the front, and then you're done. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel and click on the little bell icon to be notified when I upload a new video, so you won't miss anything and you'll be able to follow all the tutorials and make all the projects. I want to thank you all for joining me, and I will see you next time.